Should you buy the OnePlus 8 Pro? That's the real question. For reviewers like me, it's quite normal for us to check out and use these new devices. But I'm here to answer the question, should you buy OnePlus's new flagship? Not flagship killer, flagship. And if so, who should be picking this up? What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. Today, I want to talk about who the OnePlus 8 Pro is for. So, without further delay, let's dive right in. So, OnePlus has finally unveiled the 8 series. I'm going to specifically focus on the 8 Pro in this video. If you'd like to see a separate video on where I talk about who the smaller OnePlus 8 is for, let's get this video to 150 likes. Anyway, so if you remember, OnePlus used to call themselves the flagship killer, offering a phone with flagship specs and undercutting the big boys out there for a much lower price, and that was great. I was back in high school during that time, and throughout the years, I was able to get my entire family to use OnePlus devices. With flagship specs and quality and a low price, it did come at a cost though. You're missing out on flagship specs like wireless charging, an IP rating, and a well-rounded camera. I currently have the 7 Pro and I absolutely love it. Yes, it still is missing these 3 features, but I've come to not mind that. OnePlus wanted to get to a point where it could compete with the big boys like Apple and Samsung, and this year, they've done it. They are no longer a flagship killer. They are the flagship. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, I'd really appreciate it if you can give this video a thumbs up and turn on the bell notifications, as it does help out the YouTube algorithm and pushes my content to more people. Starting price for the 8 Pro sits at $899 for 8 gigs of RAM and 120 gigs of storage. Top end model costs just a shy of $1,000 for 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. You know, that still is cheaper than what Apple and Samsung are asking for their base model flagships. Okay, well, let me get to my point. Who is the OnePlus 8 Pro for? Number 1, the person who is looking for flagship quality at yet a lower price than competing companies. Number 2, somebody who has had their smartphone for 3 to 5 years and is ready to upgrade to a new one because this phone is seriously reliable. Number 3, you're a typical phone geek like me. Well, anybody who's looking for the perfect Android experience too, then this is the phone to go with. Number 4, any OnePlus user who has something like the OnePlus 5T or older. And if you're fine with using that older device, that's perfectly fine. However, based on what I've seen, people who use OnePlus later on, they upgrade to a newer OnePlus device when the time comes. It's time that people begin to realize that OnePlus is an option, especially in the US when choosing a new smartphone. Teaming up with carriers like T-Mobile and Verizon is the perfect way to showcase their new products. Anybody who's in the market for a smartphone is looking for something that's powerful and cheaper than something like the Galaxy S20, definitely consider the 8 Pro. As a OnePlus user, I can guarantee that OnePlus will not disappoint. And now that they have added the 3 main features people have been wanting for so long, a much improved camera, wireless charging, and IP68 water resistance, the 8 Pro is, I believe, the perfect smartphone to go with. So, if you're that person who is looking for a new smartphone, take a look at what OnePlus has to offer. And that pretty much wraps up this video. I'm super excited to get my hands on the OnePlus 8 Pro. Now, if you notice, I said this is the perfect smartphone to go with. Obviously, I have not reviewed it yet, but I personally love OnePlus, and I personally really do love this phone as well. It's an opinion. Everyone has their own opinions. That's perfectly fine. Just a disclaimer, so we don't have any confusion in the comment section down below. But just remember, and if you're going to pick up the OnePlus 8 or 8 Pro, let me know down in the comments below. Anyway, everybody, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to Superman that like button, comment down below, because with the more interactions we get on this video, not only helps the video and the channel, but also pushes the video out to more viewers. And best of all, Superman that subscribe button. Until next time, everybody, and until next video, This is MTG.